Strumming your way to your favourite campfire songs? Well, it's easier than you think. This beginner-friendly series of a chord a day lessons is going to teach you exactly that. One chord every day. So I'm going to show you the finger positions, the basic strumming pattern of the A minor guitar chord. Now, a minor chord is a sad chord compared to a major chord. And the A minor chord, and you can see the pattern in the diagram there, uses 3 fingers. We're going to use our first finger, second finger, and third finger for this. And the finger placement for this is the first finger goes on the first fret. Frets are the metal bars. The first fret of the B string, or the second string. The third finger goes on the second fret of the G string, or the third string. And the second finger goes on the second fret as well, but this time of the D string, or the fourth string. And you're going to play the top 5 strings. The first string, second string, third string, fourth string, and fifth string. The string numbering on the guitar is exactly that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, not the other way around. And if you look at the diagram, you'll see an X on this string here. You'll see it just above there in the diagram. And what that means is don't play that string. And in order not to play that string, that's where your thumb comes in. And it's going to lightly touch that string, that low E string. Don't push it down because you'll get a note, and also it could be quite painful after a few minutes. So just touch it gently like that, so you get that muffled, muted sound. And as I said, you're going to play the top 5 strings. So using a plectrum or your fingers, it makes no difference really for the moment when you're just starting out. Just play those 5 strings and you get a beautiful minor, sad, melancholic sound. It's a beautiful guitar chord, and one that I particularly like. And just for strumming pattern, just play down strokes, okay? So, when you're starting out, you're worrying about this hand, you're worrying about this hand. So that's why I always kind of recommend you use down strokes. So something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a nice sound. It's a simple pattern that you can use. And again, just a kind of a little note of comparing the chart with the positions that your fingers are actually in. And you'll notice that if you look at the second finger and the third finger, now if you're playing this right, which you will do, there is a bit of daylight between the second finger and the fret. Whereas when you look at the chord chart, you'll see that the fingers look like they're exactly in the same position, but that's not really possible. This is just a rough guide. So try and keep them as close as you can to the fretboard, not the fretboard, to the fret, but don't put your fingers on the fret, because if you put your finger on your fret, you get this horrible sound. The first finger and the third finger are just behind the fret, but the second finger is, as you see, there's a small gap there between the finger and the fret, but it'll still sound good. Now, why don't you check out these other videos in this A Chord a Day series, and thank you so much for joining me today. Happy strumming.